Stacy, this building behind me is where Phil usually hosts his radio show, but tonight he's in the hospital with COVID-19 and has one simple message: get vaccinated.
We're here to do some damage control on an error in judgment that he regrets.
Just a few days ago, Phil Valentine's family thought he wasn't going to make it. The conservative radio host's been in the hospital since July 16th with COVID-19 after contracting pneumonia. Right now, Phil's using an oxygen machine to help him breathe. He's been an outspoken skeptic of the COVID-19 vaccine and never got it himself. On social media, he's posted about potential rare side effects and doctors telling him children should not get the vaccine.
Phil posted on Facebook instances of vaccine hesitancy and said, common sense told us that if you weren't at risk for COVID, you shouldn't get the vaccine. And he's talked about several side effects from the vaccine. Does he wish he went about this differently?
Oh, yeah. He got it wrong. And I mean, it's that simple. He looked at the information and he assessed his own physical condition, his age.
Phil's brother Mark says he went to get the vaccine right away after seeing his brother's condition and encourages others to do the same.
We're anxious for that word to get out. We're anxious for the politics to be taken out of this. It's a public health situation.
And I know that you told me that Phil regrets not encouraging the COVID-19 vaccine more. And does he feel people didn't get the vaccine because of his stance on it?
I realize now that my not getting it probably encouraged other people not to get it. And I'm here because he can't be here to tell you that he's adamant and he is upset that he was not more adamantly pro-vaccination when he had the opportunity to be.
Mark tells me he's had many people reach out to the family telling them that they decided to get vaccinated after hearing about Phil's condition. Leaders here at Metro Health say they still recommend people follow all the new CDC guidelines. However, they say the most effective tool encouraging Tennesseans to get vaccinated. The CDC now reversing course and telling people to wear a mask indoors no matter their vaccination status. This applies to areas with high transmission rates. And according to the CDC, Tennessee falls in that category.
I agree with that. When the CDC came out earlier in the year stating that vaccinated people did not have to wear masks indoor or outdoors, I didn't agree with that.
Vanderbilt University's Microbiome Center says the city's had consecutive days with an 8% positivity rate or higher. For some, it's worrisome.
Even though people are vaccinated, COVID is still obviously a problem here, and the rates have been going up. And so I think that implementing these new guidelines is a first step into lowering those rates again.
And for others, they feel it should be a choice.
I feel like it should be up to the people. If they want to wear it, they should wear it. If they don't want to wear it, then if they have the vaccine, then, I don't think they should.
Metro Health says they are continuing to follow the CDC's guidelines, and it includes the new recommendation.
Would there come a point where Metro could possibly reinstate this citywide mask mandate if it continues to get worse?
We don't have any plans right now.
The Tennessee Department of Health tells me they encourage Tennesseans to prioritize vaccination and mask wearing will remain a personal choice. Do you agree with that from a medical perspective?
No, I don't. If you have some people who are wearing masks and then some people who aren't wearing masks, that puts everybody at risk, the vaccinated and the unvaccinated.
Right now, 40% of Tennesseans are fully vaccinated. We're one of the lowest vaccinated states in the country right now.
I spoke with the city councilor over this area. He tells me it seems like there's more of these new flood spots popping up across the city, and each one has its own unique challenges. It would be too expensive to do an overhaul of the entire metro water system, but they are looking into ways to make changes to help in these areas where they are seeing damage.
Rudy's Jazz Room underwater. Stormwater flooded the popular music venue in the Gulch last weekend, causing $10,000 in property damage.
Terrifying and scary.
Metro Water Services shared this photo with me, showing debris and trash gathered on the Gleave Street drain right after the storm. A spokesperson with Metro Water says this, coupled with heavy rain, was responsible for the flash flooding. But owner Adam Charney tells me rising water is a reoccurring issue. He worries this could happen again with the next rainfall.
There's been a lot of challenges. We're just really wanting the city to take care of the stormwater.
I brought his concerns to City Council member Freddie O'Connell, who oversees this district. O'Connell tells me most of Nashville's stormwater systems are designed to handle 10-year flood events, but the flooding is happening more than each decade.
We're frankly seeing unprecedented amounts of more severe weather than we have seen historically in Nashville, and that is impacting our infrastructure.
O'Connell says Metro engineers are studying the Gleave Street area to see if changes to infrastructure are needed, but it's too early to say what can be done.
Any message for the property owners who might be worried that the next big rainfall could be more damage?
Right. I mean, at the moment, unfortunately, what I've got is a request for patience, because I will say, I'm aware of it. Metro Water is aware of it. We're looking at the situation.
Property owners like Adam hope the problem is addressed soon before he's mopping up again.
I asked Metro Water Services who's responsible for keeping those drain systems clean and how often they're inspected. I'm waiting to hear back.
After reaching out to District 5 Metro Councilmember Sean Parker via Twitter, email, and text message for more than a week now, I was finally able to catch him after a meeting here at this community center in East Nashville on housing disparities. But take a look at this video, because this is the mobile home community that I was asking Sean Parker about. Fox 17 News was there back on July 14th as Cecilia Prado with Workers Dignity spoke out on behalf of residents to ensure their voices are not silenced. Residents told me that the property owner, Tony Klaus, knew he was selling this property back in June of last year, a claim that public records do back up. Even still, they say Klaus still sold mobile homes to them. Well, tonight I asked Sean Parker if he thinks asking residents to pack up by the end of next month is fair.
You're telling several dozen families that they've got to move essentially the week that school is starting. It's not unusual for a zoning proposal to be deferred.
Okay, and that's as much as you'll say about that.
That's what I'll say about that.
Parker went on to tell me that he is committed to doing whatever he can to assist residents in this difficult situation, but keep in mind that he is sponsoring this bill.